Yo, what up y'all? Snoop here. Thank you for following and subscribing to my YouTube channel. In today's episode, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. If you guys know me, y'all know I jump straight to the point, straight to the business, super A-type personality. What I wanna talk to you guys today is things that you should do or things that you should know before you start your own business, okay? Number one, it's very, very important to make sure that you do your research. If you don't do your research, you'll spend a lot of time learning on your own dime. You're gonna get the research and you're gonna get the experience in. However, it's gonna cost you so much more than it would if you didn't already know what you was doing, if you didn't already do that research, you know what I mean? So that's just like for me, it may take me 2 months to open up a restaurant. It may take somebody else 2 years that is just starting off and not as savvy or not as knowledgeable in the industry as I am. And it comes from time, experience, and research. So number one, you wanna make sure that you've done your research. 2, you wanna make sure that you have a team of trusted advisors. And so you may be thinking, a team? Man, Snoop, come on now, I'm just now starting off. I don't even have a business yet. How can I afford to have a team? Well, I'm not talking about a staff, okay? I'm talking about a team of people that are trusted advisors. So just 2 people immediately, well, 3 people that you're really gonna need when you're starting your business off initially is number one, a great CPA, okay? You want to make sure that you don't have any tax issues. You want to make sure that people are being paid properly. Even if you don't have staff members, you want to make sure that all of your taxes and things like that are in a row. And as you grow, that person will already be there and you'll have that in place already. So at the end of this, I'm actually going to give you guys just a couple of recommendations on 2 CPAs. You'll see it come across the screen of 2 CPAs that I totally recommend that would be very, very beneficial to you. If you hit them up, be sure to tell them that I referred you so that you can get the discount that they give me, all right? The second person that you wanna make sure that you have on your team is a good attorney, okay? As you get more successful, as you start making more money, you end up becoming a target to people. Somebody's gonna try to sue you. May or may not be successful, but through the life and through the course of business, you'll get many of those attorney letters, okay? The most thing that you can try to do is decrease your liability and always keep that in mind. And make sure that you have a good, trusted attorney on your team. If you aren't able to necessarily put an attorney on payroll, right now, what you may want to do is sign up with a company called Legal Shield. You can pay them about I think it's $19.99 for individuals and then $29.99 for businesses. And so they've got a group of attorneys that you'll have access to. And so whenever you need anything, and that's really the best way to start. Now, once you actually get to the point that you've got legal things coming up every month, then that's when you want to actually have an attorney on retainer. And then the third person that you want to have, and you may not need to jump start with this, but you want to make sure that you research virtual assistant companies, okay? One of the very first assistants that I had was a virtual assistant. A virtual assistant is pretty much most of the time someone you've never even met. They work for you virtually online. Some of these companies are right here in the States, some of them are overseas, but these are people that you pay. I used to use Fancy Hands. I paid them $75 a month. And I think I got a certain amount of tasks per month. So little things that I was too busy to do, calling companies, calling this person, putting together spreadsheets. When I first opened up my salon suites, I needed some research done on what the other salon suites in the area was charging. I used my virtual assistant to get that information together for me while I was out doing other things to help the business. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your virtual assistant companies researched, your attorney, as well as your CPA on staff, okay? Yo, there is no better time to start a business than right now. And I've got the perfect tool to help you to do so. My masterclass, How to Start Your Own Business, Entrepreneurship 101. So if you're looking to start your own business or to further the business that you currently have, this is definitely a masterclass that you don't want to miss out on. Every online course that I have also gives you a list of referrals. So I'll also be giving referrals on the best CPAs, attorneys, bankers, credit personnel to work with here in the industry as well. So be sure that you guys head on over to my website, WhoIsSnoop.com. Click the link on my bio. Go to my YouTube, WhoIsSnoop, so that you can take advantage of this masterclass. I'm telling you guys, you'll be starting your own business tomorrow. Another thing that you want to make sure before you even get your business going, okay, you want to make sure that your credit is in order. All right, so if you don't have good credit, you're going to end up spending much more money to start your business than you would if you did have good credit. If you're trying to get a brick and mortar location, that may knock you out of the game all of the way if you don't have good credit. Okay, when you're applying for different things, you're going to be trying to get vendor accounts. You're going to be trying to get even just something as simple as a business phone line. You know what I mean? They're going to want to check your credit. So, and when you're initially trying to establish business credit, they're initially going to use your personal credit in order to do so. So you want to make sure that your personal credit is where it needs to be. You want to make sure, and this may sound very petty and like something you shouldn't think about, but people don't think about this, but you want to make sure you don't have any open warrants. You're not in any legal trouble. You know, you don't have any of these things going on. You don't want to be at your business and here comes the police, you know, or you're trying to get something taken care of. You're riding around on a suspended license, or you've got an open charge, or whatever the case may be. You want to make sure that your criminal background is free and clear, and that anything that's out there, you've taken care of it, okay? And then once you get to the point that you're ready to go ahead and start that business, you wanna make sure that you actually go to a site called Name Check, okay? Whatever name you're thinking about naming your business, you'll type it in there, and it's gonna let you know what's available. It'll let you know if the domain name is available, if the Instagram name is available, the Facebook, the Twitter, all of this stuff. So this is one website that you can go to and check on all of these different things in this one website, because, okay, let's say I wanted to name my business, well, one of my latest businesses, Esco Seafood, okay? So I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna put in Esco Seafood, and it's gonna say, okay, EscoSeafood.com is open, Esco Seafood Instagram is open, but Esco Seafood Facebook is not, okay? Well, you don't wanna get to the point where you're having to do a bunch of underscores and all of that type of stuff, you know? You want, you know, your Instagram name, your Facebook name, you want it to be just that name of the business, you know what I mean? Because as you get larger, you know, don't you want to have an Instagram page that's got 100,000 followers? Yes. But how they gonna find you if the name of your business is John _ the _ CEO? You know what I mean? Or, you know, all that type of stuff. People forget that stuff, you know what I'm saying? You want to make it as simple as possible for people to be able to find your business, okay? All right, so those are 5 things that I share with you guys that you want to make sure that you have together way before you even go and apply for that LLC and decide to start your business. All right, guys, so if y'all like this video, if you have any questions, comments, be sure y'all leave them for me. I'm always on here checking out your comments, checking out your questions, and I'll write back to you. I promise I will. Same thing I do on Instagram.